Welcome back to Nissan Stadium, just across the river from downtown Nashville. It's the Titans in possession of the football as we get you right back into the action in the third. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
A gain of 3 yards.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Titans.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Again, the ball carrier. He was brought down by...
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons add on. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession. And that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line in order to gain it, but in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Joe Schober's on.
Here's 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And quickly they get to the line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 33. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
At the 28-yard line.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Azeez Al-Shaair just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
But they'll take start to have a good
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Azeez Al-Shaair able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling him almost on the spot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Craig. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A throw on. The quick slant going to be complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 53 yards. And the Titans are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Pulled in at the 24. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Going to give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards there. Falcon first down.
Gain of 14. First down, Falcons.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28.
Number 39.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Going to give this time to the tailback. There he goes again. And he gets it all the way down to the
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check that. What, Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, they scared. Where's the...
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
Kaepernick. Hit, fumble. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, this game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock or try to pour some salt in the wound? They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brent, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Down at the 45-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Now a college star here in Tennessee, Cordell Patterson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
He's across midfield.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Craig. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
The line of scrimmage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit.
Falcons.
On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
4-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
For the running back.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
The running back.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Nashville, good night, everybody.